We jump in to the post-game highlights here and run through how this game ended up getting away for Toledo as they take the loss tonight. But it started off fantastic. Yep. I mean, Brandon Schultz playing the center field, playing the safety.
Yeah, just came on nowhere, and obviously got a turnover. But then one thing at 46 seconds later, that's a tough one to give up.
Yeah, and then we saw, as we figured we would see, a physical game. That's the way Wheeling wants to play. They're one of the top penalized teams in the league.
Right.
They come in, they're playing a physical game, and we saw that most of the night. And then, when Wheeling got an opportunity, Rick, they cashed in tonight.
Well, they did, and if you watch some of their goals too, even the later ones, a lot of them were around the net, around the front of the net, and Coach Watson said stuff about the little, penalty killer deep presence.
Yeah, and it certainly paid off for Wheeling tonight as they were able to find the back of the net a lot. We saw, a lot of this part of the game. Cole Frazier was involved. Good fight there in the second period, trying to get the crowd going. We go to the third period, Toledo down by 2, but then they kill off a 5-on-3, great, but then they give up the goal right away.
Yeah, and right there too is especially a backbreaker with them. Obviously he came back. But, that was a nice play right here. Did a great job on the kill on a 5-on-3 and then but give that one up. That's a tough one.
Yeah, but Brandon Hawkins comes right back. This is what you were talking about. Yep. Throw it to the front of the net. It works out for Brandon Hawkins. He finds the back of the cage. Got Toledo back to within 2, but a little bit later on, Wheeling finding the back of the net. Hutchinson is first of the night, and that made it a 5-2 game. And then Wheeling, a couple of power play goals later, late in the game in meaningless time, and they win it by a final score of 7-2.
Yeah, I mean, especially on a power play there or a penalty kill, you're there and you're wanting the game to get over, and unfortunately, you still have to battle to the end of the game, till the final buzzer. And like Coach Watson said about Turner Page, and the only thing I want to add to that is it's easy when you're on an 8-2 run or in your first place. And I was part of those teams, and you'd come in, you'd be 8-2, 9-1, you lose game. Well, it's easy when you're on those, you having such a good year. It's easy. Well, who cares? We just went 8-2. We can forget about this one. Now it's when you're 4-5 or playing 500 hockey that you lose a game, and you're like, oh man, now it's so it's a luxury that this team has, that it's played well and won games and is atop the standings, that they can look at that.